I know you all heard the news, because I sure as hell did. Finally, finally, after how many years, we're finally getting the ending to Metalocalypse. Man, I remember that whole campaign where like bands were sending Adult Swim pics to let them know that the people want the finale to the show, and they just said, yeah, fuck all y'all. And out of nowhere, boom, here's the movie. Boom, here's two other movies that who gives a fuck about. I'm very excited, and I'm so glad that Brendan Small never like leaked the story or put it out there, because no one ever thought that we would get the ending to it. I'm really glad that he kept his mouth shut and just prayed to the metal gods, or whatever the hell, the Church of Deathklok. I forgot what it's called. They pray to the Church of Deathklok. Give us the finale. But anyway, to celebrate, I'm gonna go through these three albums, and I was gonna get to them eventually, because obviously I wanted to do all the bands that I have all the albums for, and Deathklok is one of them. So I was gonna do this eventually. I didn't know when I was gonna do it, but now's the time. I don't want to wait for the movie to come out, because I'm sure there's gonna be like a soundtrack or like a Death Album 4 EP or something. I don't want to wait that long, because they probably just started working on this shit. So we're gonna do it today. So Death Album 2, I remember back in the day I didn't really like this one at all, because pretty much the first album, it was like part comedy, part death metal. But this one was pretty much just straight death metal. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't a big fan of it back in the day, but nowadays things have changed, but unfortunately this one has to come in last place. I mean, there's some songs on it I like. Bloodlines is sick. I think it being in Guitar Hero definitely helped me like that song a lot. And then Laser Cannon Death Sentence, I think, is the most like the first album, where it's just a completely goofy song, firing people into lasers. Man, let me tell you, when I'm coming home after like a 11-hour shift and there's fucking traffic and it takes me an hour to get home, all I want to do is send these people into the stratosphere with a goddamn laser. So that song really resonates with me. Death Support is kind of along those lines too. And then I tamper with the evidence at the murder site of Odin. Christ. I think that one is the most jamming out of all of them. But honestly, beyond that, the rest is fine. Like I said, it's just pretty much just death metal. But when I listen to Deathklok, I want to hear some funny yet hardcore shit. And this one is pretty much just hardcore. Okay, Death Album 3. I got the deluxe edition. I remember when this shit was coming out, I was so goddamn hyped. I was like, hell yeah, give me that fucking sweet ass book edition. So right off the bat, we have I Ejaculate Fire, which of course is very much a comedic, brutal song. That song kicks ass. Then we get to The Galaxy, and I really, really love the leads, along with the This Is the Beginning part. They have Starved. It's also pretty sick instrumentally. Biological Warfare was pretty sick too. Got Sky Hunter. The middle kind of lost me a little bit, with like Kill Star to Abominate, Ghost Queen, Impeach God. I didn't really care for those songs too much, but there's a lot of sick shit on here, and I intentionally skipped over Crush the Industry, because that is hands down my favorite Deathklok song, and pretty much the main reason it was above the second one. I would be upset if I lost that song. From the strings to the fucking chorus and the whole intro. Yeah, Crush the Industry is a phenomenal song. But with that in mind, we move on into so the first Death album. I mean, fuck, man. You got Mermaider, you got Go Into the Water, Awaken, which was, I remember that was the episode, season 1, episode 4, was that song, with the troll, whatever, the James Hetfield troll, and that was actually the first episode I watched, and so Awaken is holds a very special place in my heart when it comes to this show slash band. Um, Go Forth and Die, fan song, fucking Birthday Death Day, Hatred Copter, Castraticon, Face Fisted. Holy fuck, dude. And then, of course, you have Thunder Horse, which is probably my favorite song guitar-wise. The riffs throughout the entirety of that song are so damn good. I'm pretty sure it's my favorite, like, guitar track ever. And that's saying something. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too crazy about like all the songs. Lost Vikings, Better Metal Snake, Bloodrocuted, Death Harmonic, Briefcase Full of Guts. I don't. Those songs I can kind of do without. But like the thing that really cements this over the top, if it wasn't for those songs I named already, it's the bonus disc. I mean, you got the coffee jingle. You got Murder Train a Comin' with Mashed Potato Johnson. You got Kill You. You got Deathklok Gets in Tune. Man, there are so many good-ass songs on that first album. Despite having a few songs that I can deal with without, easy. The first album is easily in first place. And, if you're one of those who, like, prefers the more serious, like, death metal as opposed to the goofy shit, then yeah, I can totally understand why someone would like 2 or 3 over the first one. But me, it's a perfect combination of funny shit and brutal shit. So, Death Album 1 comes in first place. And side note, if we're including the clock, the last one, the musical one, whatever it was called, that would be in last place because I don't like musicals at all. There's like one that got it right, which was Willy Wonka. That is a magical ass movie. The first one, not the stupid ass remake, the Gene Wilder one. That is the only good musical ever created. Oh well, no, that's a lie. Pick a Destiny by Tenacious D. That's a good musical too, if you count that. But anyway, be sure to let me know what you think down below. And yes, that's a 10 string, by the way. I know. I intentionally put it there to show it off because, it's a brutal band. We have a brutal guitar. It's mine. I actually own it. I'm not borrowing it or anything. That is my property. But yeah, in the future, I was thinking about doing on my other channel a video of my favorite Metalocalypse episodes. I already made a whole list when I was going through it again when I got HBO Max a couple months ago. So I have like 13 episodes I want to talk about in there. I'm going to whittle it down to 10. If I want to do it, I'm not sure yet. But if I do, it's going to be a long time after this video. So if you're watching in the future, be sure to go check it out. If not, I will see you in a couple days with what I'm going to be doing for the next month on this channel. It was going to be today, but they dropped this news on us. I was like, shit, I gotta do Deathklok now. But anyway, until then, this is Deathklok, DK, Deathklok Media. Oh shit, that's right, son. Until then, this is Deathklok signing out. I'll see you next time.